Hello everybody, this is Nukes coming back to you with another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Lord of the Seekers. Now this is just a Transformers version of the Monfred, so I'm going to start off by comparing the two ships. Now, on paper they are the exact same except for the AA skill. As you can see, Lord of the Seekers gets a 120% large caliber and a 150% small caliber boost for 15 seconds, while the Monfred gets 100% for 20 seconds. This is actually beneficial for the Lord of the Seekers, as the enemy carrier is not going to be above you for 20 seconds, so this can make a huge difference in life or death situations. The unique equipment is the exact same between the two ships. As you can see here, this is the build I went with, and if you cannot afford Legendary mod, I would just go with Propulsion. Here's my commander build. Whenever you reach level 15, you just want to go with this middle path. For elite equipment, I went with the Dive Bomber Squadron so I can get a higher damage output. Stats wise, I'm looking at around 124,000 average over 10 games with a 32 destruction ratio. As I play the ship more, I do not expect the damage average to drop at all. I think the destruction ratio will drop a little bit because of how aggressively you have to play it, but I think the rest of the stats will stay around the same. I believe if you had a level 15 commander, you could average up to 140,000 damage, but I unfortunately do not have that right now. I'm going to show you that the statistics lie to you, and that there are actually more differences between this and the Monfred that they did not show you. So I know this isn't the best editing, and the cameras are going to be a little more jumpy than each other, but I think this demonstrates the difference in speed pretty well. So take note that these are both leg mod planes, and this is me and Lord of the Seekers and Steven Monfred. Now, I know it doesn't look like that much of a difference, but you have to remember that really adds up over time. That can make the difference in life or death situations, and that can make the difference between your planes surviving and dying from enemy AA. If you want to go over the statistics, just pause it for a second and go through it yourself. The reason I chose this match is even though it's one of my lowest damage games, it kind of shows you what your typical game of the ship will look like. I'm going to stop talking now, and I hope you enjoy. Peace out.
General Quarters.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Take off.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Flying out.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Airborne. Torpedo Bomber Squadron. Flying out. Enemy team captured the area. Our team captured the area. Our team captured the area. Target penetrated. Attack target. Our team captured the area. Enemy team captured the area. Enemy aircraft incoming!
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Take off.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Airborne. Torpedo Bomber Squadron. Flying out. Enemy heavily damaged!
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Airborne.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Takeoff.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Airborne. Torpedo Bomber Squadron, flying out. Fighter Squadron, takeoff.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Flying out.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Airborne.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Takeoff. Attack target! Destroyed an enemy ship! Fighter Squadron, flying out. Torpedo Bomber Squadron, takeoff.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Airborne.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Takeoff.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Flying out. Enemy torpedoes spotted! Attack target! Our team captured the area!
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Airborne.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Flying out.
Dive Bomber Squadron.
Airborne. Enemy team captured the area! Torpedo Bomber Squadron, takeoff. Attack target! Enemy ship destroyed!